Hey, it's Pupmeister, and today we are going to look at how to make a wool farm like you see in the back, but a multiple wool farm. I thought since I showed you the one you see behind me, I would show you how to make a multiple wool farm very easily. So let's get to it. You will need, and I'm going to make 4 different ones, but you can make it as big as you like. So to make 4, you're going to need 18 glass, 9 rails, 2 powered rails, 2 levers, 4 redstone, 4 observers, 4 dispensers, 4 hoppers, a mine cart with hopper, or up to 4 of those, depending on which way you want to do it, and 4 chests. So to make this one a little different, I'm going to be doing it in ground versus over the ground, like that one. So you're going to need about a 4x3 section for each module. So keep that in mind. And we'll start this one right about here. And what you want to do is make 4 holes just like that. Then you want to bring in your observers and aim it into the grass block in front of it. So when you look at it behind, you'll see the red butt right there. Okay? Now on top of these, you want to put the dispenser facing the opposite way. Okay, so remember, the butt of the observer is on this side, the dispenser is on top of each of them facing this way. And one thing I forgot to include in the chest is you're going to, of course, need shears in each one of these. A minimum of 1, but best to be 9, because as they get used, they will wear down. Now you want to put a little piece of redstone right behind all of them, just like that. Now you want to grab your glass. And just kind of do this kind of pattern like that, because inside here is where the sheep are going to go. Just like that. Now, so on the back, you can either put another piece of glass or a block. It doesn't really matter. If you're going to put sheep with different kinds of wool, then you can make this the kind of wool that's in here. So example, if you have a red sheep in here, you could have a block of red wool here. Blue sheep in here, block of blue wool on top of this one, and so on. But for now, we're just going to put a block like that. And this is what it should look like so far. That pretty much does it for up here. Now we want to come down below. Okay, so you want to just make a stair going down, and you want to, and let's just see where we are here. So you want to come so that you are just underneath the observers, just like that, okay? And of course, you know that I did 4, so we'll go as far as the 4. And of course, you want to light this place up because last thing you want is something spawning down here. That would not be good. And then you want to go one more. Okay, just like that, because the sheep will be right here in front of the observer. The next thing you want to do is place a chest underneath each observer, just like that. And then grab your hoppers and put it into the back of the chests, just like that. Okay, so in the back and in the back. And then if you completely cleared it out like I did, you're going to want to put some blocks in there, and you're just going to have to dig out two extra square blocks on the sides there. Just like that. So you could make this bigger, of course, but you don't really need to get into this part back here. Okay. And then, of course, make it like that. And now you want to put the rails down. And you're going to have to crouch to put it on top of the hoppers. Just like this. And you want to put a powered rail at the very back, just like that. And the lever on the side, and turn it on, just like that. And then I suppose you might as well put another torch in the back there, just to be safe. And then you want to take your minecart with hopper and put it on there. And as you can see, this will go back and forth. So now we can put our chests back like that, and you can come down here and grab the wool that has gone in. Now this is the perfect setup if all of the sheep in here are one color, okay? So if they're all white, all blue, all yellow, whatever, then this works perfectly. If they're all different colors, instead of having one minecart with hopper go back and forth like this, you basically want to get rid of this, and we'll just make it back. And instead of running back and forth, you're going to put a minecart with hopper on each one of these hoppers here. so that when the sheep gets sheared above, it'll automatically bring it and put it in here, so that it won't be going back and forth, but that this cart will take whatever color sheep that is and put it into here. And of course, you can put another chest on the side of each one of these to make it double wide. And of course, you can make this as long as you want. You can get every color of the rainbow in here and do it this way. So for me, I'm just going to be doing all white. So this back and forth works perfectly for me. And so I'm just going to put it back on the end there and have it go back and forth just like that. And of course, you can build a door up here so not anything can wander in. And the last thing, or the two last things we need to do, I still don't have shears in the dispensers, and we need to get our sheep in here. So, over here, I showed you getting the sheep in with wheat. This time, we're going to do it with a lead. So you can do it either way, whatever way works for you. And I'm just going to get the sheep over here so I can show you what is next. Okay, I got 2 sheep over here with wheat. So now, to get them in here. So let's do the block. This will just be a temporary block. And then we can pull this guy up and bring him in just like that. And get rid of the lead. And if you don't pick the lead up, well, it should just be right in here. All right, and now it's your turn. Come on up. Come on. There we go. And it can be that simple. And you just do that 4 times. And I'm only doing 2 shears each because they take up a lot of room to get going. So let's put 2 in there, and 2 in there, 2 in there, and 2 in there. And now, the next time these guys eat the grass, as you saw there, they will get trimmed. Alright, so I have the last 2 sheep here that I brought over with wheat. And I find the lead to be a little easier to get them in than the wheat. But the wheat works as well. And there we go. So we have all 4 sheep in here. Now, the great thing about this farm is not only can you make it as long as you want, but because it's built on the grass, it has grass everywhere, so that the grass underneath the sheep will grow back much faster because it will have grass everywhere. There's another way to make this where it's a lot more compact. There would be a sheep basically back in there on each one, which makes it a lot more compact. But the problem with that design is the sheep that are in the back will produce less wool because there is less grass around them to replenish what they're eating. So that's why I prefer this design. And just in case you were interested to see what we've gotten so far, we've only been operating, a few minutes. We've got 4 in there, 4 in there, 8 in there, and of course this guy's been in the longest. We've got 14 in there. And of course, if you're doing multicolors of wool, you can put those colors in the floor in front of the chest so you know what is where. So I just finished extending this and making all the sheep a different color, just so you guys can see what it might look like when you do that. So I put a different color piece of wool behind each one so I know what color the sheep is, because unless you stare at a sheep and you're looking at it for that 1 second that it has wool on it, you're not going to know what color it is. So that's why I did that. And then of course I put a torch on top of each one to light things up. And if we look down here, of course I put a door in, a little house. And this is kind of what it looks like down here. So I've double chested everything, and I've put the wool in front so I know exactly what color wool will be in the chest that I open. Also, I guess you can see each chest has a minecart and hopper. And I just thought I would share that so that if you guys did want to do something like this, it would give you a better idea of what it might look like when it's done. And that is exactly how you make a multi-wool farm. So hopefully that was helpful. And if it was, please do consider subscribing. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.